be the energy you want to receive.
That's my mindset changed, and I'm like, all right, I'll be your sugar baby or something, then so be it.
It's funny because like Chris is actually one of the most jacked dudes, but he dresses like the fruitiest. Welcome to the first official episode of the Y2k Show. I'm your host, SaintYim, joined by my co-host, Benjamin Button. Just kidding. Benji Kill.
Yo.
And ChrisYeeezzy.
The original Yeezy.
ChrisYeeezzy.
Yes,
and
sir.
we're also joined by Appa today.
It's my dog, Appa. Say what up.
All right, we'll hop right into it. What's up, Appa?
I thought he was going to say something.
Sorry. All right, we'll hop right into it. So one of my followers asked me this today, and I'll address this on my personal page. Where can I find like-minded people? My friends don't have the same mindset. I think that's something we've all kind of ran into at one point, or if not ongoing. What do you guys think on that?
I definitely have a strong opinion on that.
Hit it.
Go for it.
Send that
Say the
shit.
question one more time.
Okay. All right, so one of my followers asked, where can you find like-minded people if your friends do not have the same mindset as you?
I actually say you have to work on yourself, because you say that, but that doesn't, you actually bring in that energy and you can manifest. It's not even manifestation. It's like if you truly work hard and
I'm pointed at you a little bit.
if you truly work hard and that's the type of people you want, you also have to act and behave that way as well. So yeah, I want to be around more like-minded people like us, right? But the reason why we function is that we do all work hard individually. We do have our struggles, but we power through it. You know what I mean? We don't like put ourselves in weird situations all the time. So, I mean, if you're not really surrounded by that, that's because you're not making those changes in yourself. And
I like that.
That's my opinion.
I like that.
Like, you can't look for them; they come to you. That's
I
how
think
it works.
I think there's situations. I like Kevin. Oh, actually, this was one of the first pieces of advice that Kevin gave me when I first met him was, be the energy you want to receive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I totally agree with that. I think. Well, what about for the people that they are giving off that energy? It's just, but they realize their friends are no longer that same energy. Maybe they don't have the same vision as you anymore, or maybe they don't even believe in your vision on how far you want to go.
Well, I'm in sales, so like sales, you're selling yourself right now. So if you want a certain outcome, then you have to put yourself in situations where that gives you the best opportunity to get what you want.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like when you talk about making those connections, finding those people that fit your ideals and beliefs. Well, you have to put yourself in those situations. You're probably not going to find them like at a bar on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
But if you want to hang out with the alcoholics, bar on a Tuesday night, it's a perfect opportunity.
I think that's why we have like party friends, and then we have friends that we hang out with like when we're completely sober. There's no alcohol involved.
Yeah, I just think like if you are in that scenario, like I grew out of a lot of friends. And
Yeah, you will outgrow friends.
Yeah, like that. And I don't want to say, okay.
It's a hard reality to accept.
It's not even outgrowing. I actually don't like that word sometimes, because I think sometimes that's viewed selfishly, because you think you're growing and they're not. They might be growing too. It's just in a different speed that you don't agree with, you know. It's an opinion at the end of the day. I think it's more that chapter ends. You were a part of my life for that chapter. There was nothing wrong. I don't regret any of you. You're part of my story. And whatever path I go, as long as I feel like I'm positively going somewhere, even if we don't talk anymore, like the least you can do for people that you quote unquote outgrow is just respect them and just wish them the best.
Yeah.
And I think just the crappy part about this whole like quote unquote outgrowing thing is when you deal with maybe people who don't view it that way and just think
They take it personally.
They take it personal, and there's nothing. I'm like, again,
You can't cater to that,
Yeah,
though.
I've done it a few times, but now I'm obviously a lot older now, so I don't do that. But that's what I've learned through my age and wisdom is, dude, like it's just another chapter in your life. There's nothing wrong with what they did. They were there for a reason, and now they're out for a reason. You know what I mean? They're going a different path. You're going a different path. There's nothing wrong. Just root each other from far away. And then that's when you guys said you bring in the energy that you want, and those people will come. Like you guys came to me, as I came to you.
Yeah.
I never forced.
You
our
attract.
friendship.
I was just about to say that when I first met you.
I never forced a friendship with you. You hear my like instant. I knew. I was like, I knew at Coachella, like after that one day of just having fun, I was like, I know I'm gonna have a fucking friendship with this man.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like you and I, we started off like a little.
We went through our little. It wasn't even with each other. It was more just other factors along the road.
And there was nothing wrong, but then like I guess when those factors somewhat disappeared, or we started to gain trust slowly because we realized
See reality for what it is.
yeah, we're like, you know, maybe this guy's not too bad. Or it's like, you know what, I can talk to him a little more.
Yeah.
And then like we realized, all right, this is good.
Yeah, we were like the things that were there prior, we realized like that was all just smoke.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens.
Yeah, and that happens. I think like short way to answer your question is you do have to put yourself in new situations. If you genuinely feel like your friends don't have the mindset that you do, you will have to take time to yourself to put yourself in new situations, which can be daunting, but that is part of growing. Like if you truly have a different mindset now, you have to go out, not necessarily to meet new people, just go out and put yourself in new situations to grow yourself, and you will naturally attract those like-minded people.
And Benji, I feel like you have like a brand new story with this because you came to LA semi-recently.
Yeah.
Like, what was the reason? Was that changing your environment? Was that the mindset you were going through? Or was there like some subliminal things that you just naturally put yourself in that because that's what you wanted to do? I feel like it's a very similar situation.
Actually, damn, dude, that was really deep. Because you're actually right. I didn't even think of it that way. So this is awesome. Like I said, I'm just a big believer in, like, some of you guys know. Yeah, this is my dog. Some of you guys know, or not all of them knows. Yeah, I did play professional sports at one point, but I always say, like, I'm not that good at it. I just worked really hard. I just worked really, really hard. I was
pretty fucking good at it.
No. Well, I just worked really hard, but I put myself in that environment, in that scenario, day in and day out. And that's why certain doors open.
It takes courage, though.
Yeah.
You did have to go out.
Yeah, it sucks.
You have to go out of your way to go to these new situations.
Yeah.
Which I think is admirable.
And I did that for 2.5 years, like on my bare knuckles. Like I literally had no money. I was just working at Dick's Sporting Goods and GNC just to make ends
You're
meet.
literally sleeping in your car, bro.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of people are willing to do that.
Oh, that's what I did here. So when I moved here, my first month, because the rent was so expensive, and I didn't think I'd get approved for an apartment, because honestly, it was the first time I was really looking for my own. Because I always lived with like my ex relationship, or I stayed home with my family because I was traveling, so I never needed a place.
Yeah.
So I didn't know the whole scenario. So like my family didn't know. I just told them I was good. But for the first like 3.5 weeks, I was just sleeping in our rental until I figured out everything and got it. But like I put myself in this scenario because, like I said, I transitioned my life from sports to like wanting to be an actor and model, right? But like that's such a far-fetched goal for a lot of people, including myself. Sometimes I think I'm delusional, but it's what I want. Yeah, it's what I want. So I put myself here, and guess what, dude? Like the first 3 months, like I didn't know anyone. It was lame. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, I put myself out because I realized, what did I miss in my life? I had so much structure. So I said, maybe what I need in my life is to take away the structure.
Yeah.
Just have fun. And then literally when I did that, I literally went from having 0 friends here to now I can't even count. You know, and
that's
it's
awesome.
like
sometimes you're like, oh my God, too much going on.
Yeah, it's like,
that's such a cool story though, because it literally goes into like you're in a situation, it's the unknown, so you don't even know what to expect. But as you work towards that goal, good things happen. You know, good things happen. Like if you start a new job, you don't know what's gonna happen, but sometimes it's probably gonna be better because you're uncomfortable. So it's like that uncomfortable feeling is what's, I think, the biggest deterrent for everyone out there from changing their situation.
We're so afraid of the unknown.
The unknown's scary.
But some of the best things in life are on the other side of fear and the unknown.
And some of the worst things too, probably.
Yeah,
but guess
like
what?
You find out. You get to find out. That's the beauty.
You will
of it.
never change if you don't change, and you don't know what's going to change. So,
do you think there's always a bounce back though from it? So let's just say you try something new, right? And then there's like this so and so like fail, or like something that just puts you in a pit. I kind of think like every time you get to that point, it really does catapult you and change you and mold you into it's like something good always comes out of it. In my opinion, I look back at everything that like really shitty happened in my life, and then I think back like, because I consider myself a Christian because I am, and I just said like, wow, like I always got taken out of it. God always put me in a scenario that got me better. If I didn't, like the parts that hurt me when I lost a relationship and I stopped playing basketball, I lost my identity. I was in a pit, but now I'm like, now I have a whole new identity with people, and it doesn't have to just relate with sports. Yeah. And that became from like me going down there and recreating myself, because I used to not be social or never smile. Now I'm like polar opposite.
It's because you grow so much when you fail.
Yes.
The most successful people in the world
they
fail.
seek out failure.
Because guess what? You learn, and if you know how to handle failure properly, you'll work on never doing that again because you learn something from it.
Damn, no free feet pics today for y'all. Benji wearing socks.
I didn't go put on them socks.
Yeah, but I love that. Once you have that, I would say mentality is number one. Have that mentality of growing. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations, even though you don't know what the unknown has in store for you.
Yeah.
And then take your losses, take your those situations that don't work out, and then don't take it personally. Learn from that situation, and then know what you want, because then you know what you don't want.
Yeah, you have to be willing to you have to be willing to face the reality that you might suck in new situations, but it gives
that's
you
okay.
That's okay. It would be weird if you were good at everything. Like, dude, I was in a dating show this last weekend, and I literally I was so scared because I was like,
dating?
No, but it was just like, dude, this is the first time I'm like, it's like those YouTube videos where it's like, oh, dude, I'm really gonna be in.
Was it a blind date thing? Or like you guys saw each other?
It was for offline TV. I'm sure they'll air this before our podcast comes out. So, but essentially,
How'd you do?
I was actually, dude. So I went into it like, you know what? If I suck, I suck, and that is okay. But I'm gonna put my best foot forward, and everyone's gonna see what that looks like. And I was actually really happy with how I did. I did not win, unfortunately. The way it worked was, so we were competing for Yvonne. They did not know I knew Yvonne. So that was also interesting. But her back was to us the entire time, and we obviously couldn't see her. And then her friends from offline TV would go down the line and interview all of us and then eliminate us like one by one. And so I got eliminated by one of her friends.
Do you know what it is?
I have an inkling, but I don't want to put it out there.
No,
but
you got to.
No, because that would actually hurt more than it would help, because it could totally be wrong.
That's the controversy.
Yeah, but like I think from judging by the reaction of everybody, it did seem like people were caught off guard that I got eliminated, and because I also thought I was doing really well. I was pretty blindsided.
You brought the charisma, the riz.
So
what was the process? So how do you get eliminated? Do you have to talk to them? What was the process?
So one of their friends will come out, right, from the judges, and they'll start interviewing everyone one by one, or not one by one, but they'll like ask questions that we all have to answer. And then at the end of like the series of questions, the friend will be like, okay, so and so, like, I'm gonna eliminate you. And then it goes to the next judge. They go down the line and like ask their series of questions, and they eliminate one of us. And so it just goes like that. And I was pretty happy with how I did. I think it's the first time where I really got taken out of my comfort zone, and I was really put into this new bubble, and I saw how I fared, I guess, like against everybody. And I was actually like, wow, like you guys know me, and I think I do hide it pretty well from the camera, but like I'm very hard on myself. Like I'm very, very judgmental.
You don't hide it. You don't hide it. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say, I don't think you hide that.
When someone first meets me, I don't think that's something they would assume about me.
True.
I think they do assume people assume I'm very comfortable with myself, which is not to say that I'm not, but it was.
I think it's okay to be.
Yeah, it was nice to see how I was compared to other like people that I didn't know. Like, there's a whole fresh, like, it was just me versus other dudes, and I was like, wow, like, I'm nowhere nearly as boring of a person as I thought. Like, I am pretty like,
yeah.
I don't want to sound weird, but like, I'm like decently interesting, like compared to the average person. I was just genuinely happy, but I went into it just like, this is a new situation. I'm gonna be okay. If I suck, I'm okay with sucking. I think
if we did a blind date and they covered like all of us and they did strictly like conversations, I think out of us three, you'd win 9 out of 10 times.
Really?
9 out of 10.
I was gonna say I put my money on Chris.
Nah.
Chris is like.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not a bad. It's just you have a way, or when you speak, it's
way with words.
You know how to keep it ongoing. I think Chris also as well, but I just feel like you have like this whole nother like next level shift.
Yeah.
And then me, I think I'm just really shallow.
Hey, at least you keep it in the buck.
I'm a date 2 type of guy. Date 1, like, damn, this guy's weird as fuck.
I'm like date 3, date 2.
I'm more.
It takes a while.
That's how I feel. I am.
No, you're date 1, bro.
You're date 1. You're
like
date 1.
Not when it comes to setting up, but like, because for me, I don't really like taking girls out to dinner on the first date either. Like, I want to see what you're like before I even decide I want to take you out.
Damn, well, I've been just taking them out to dinners. That's probably why it doesn't work.
You just love bomb the fuck out of them on the first date.
No, I use a deeper voice and make sure I'm just listening the whole time.
Must be nice.
Okay.
Hello. I'm just trying
all right. Would you guys ever if you were single, answer this if you were single, would you ever put yourself on a dating show like that? Like those YouTube videos that you see from Jubilee or Cut. Would you ever do it?
You go first.
I wouldn't put myself in there, but if someone asked me to, I wouldn't say no.
Okay.
I mean, I was asked to do the one for Skybree a couple months ago.
I know, dude. You should have. I wish you fucking did it, man.
No.
Somebody had to fucking.
I said no. But if I was not in the scenario that I am now, like I'm not trying to act or model, not saying that would affect anything. It's just like, I just want to go a certain route. I think I would do it just for fun.
I also did it like get some exposure.
I also actually want to do what you just said. I kind of want to see where I stand with other males.
Yeah.
I'll send you the application links.
No, I don't.
Oh, put your money where your mouth is, dude. Because they're casting, not that show, but another YouTube channel.
I'm not like.
What's the application process?
That's
like?
why.
Oh, damn.
I would have already done them.
Well, I got called for this one, but like Jubilee, for example, I was kind of looking through it because I was like, man, I want to put myself, especially after that one too. I was like, this was fun. They have like links where you can just send in your information and they might call you and interview you.
Yeah. Like if I'm not in my situation, I would have definitely tried it because I definitely want to see where I fare.
Yeah,
it's not like you actually have to date them after.
I mean, you never know.
Well,
you never know, but like it's I feel like it's all for entertainment.
I don't have COVID, by the way. I just have allergies.
Hey, if you had won that though, would you date Skybree? Because we talked about OnlyFans girls and corn stars last week.
Oh, we did. We
did a little bit. So if you were on that,
and I won.
would you? And you won.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna take her out on the first date, but I'm saying, would you date Skybree?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's hard because she's smoking hot.
That's a hard no for me.
But it's a no for me too.
I can't afford her.
But I mean, like,
I know you would do things. I know you would do things. Okay,
I
but
mean,
I know you would take that seriously.
Unless my mindset changed and I'm like, all right, I'll be your sugar baby or something, then so be it.
Yeah, dude. Actually, yeah. Would you date her if she really if she played the man? You know what I mean?
And she like funded everything.
Like you're the girl.
Okay,
she pays for your rent.
Is she still working that industry still while we're doing this?
No, she's a businesswoman now.
I know she's retired.
Most corn stars end up becoming business because they like, dude. Look at the
smart ones do.
Sasha Grey, dude. She
the smart
took
ones
a good turn.
The smart ones do.
I
that.
genuinely don't know these names. So.
She won like the corn equivalent of the Emmys,
The corn,
or the Oscars or whatever.
It's called the corn.
We just say corn. What's corn?
We're not saying with the P.
Oh, Chris, what's corn rhyme with?
Sorry, I'm new to this.
You could tell who's new to social media.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie because it's not gonna happen. Knowing my toxic ass, I would definitely play around with.
Oh,
it for a
I
few
know
months.
you hitting.
I would enjoy it for a few months. Then I'd probably be like, I can't do this anymore.
What if she took it seriously and like?
She'll kill you, bro.
I know, but I mean,
What if she wanted to marry you?
I mean, that's you just
Stay at home dad. Every
such a
time.
good life.
She buy you some python skin shoes.
Oh man,
Oh, dude, you ever see the
Python.
UFC thing? Where it was McGregor and like some other dude where they're training kids and they have to compete against each other. Well, McGregor, we all know McGregor's good at trash talking, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I. You know what?
Would you marry her?
No.
Okay, I would.
If you say yes, then you lied to me.
I would question you. I would question you.
You would lie to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so both of you guys are in the same boat as me. You wouldn't.
No,
Hell no.
no, dude. Think about when we have kids, bro. Because I want to have kids.
Just I can't even imagine just dealing with that for like 1 month.
Dude, there was a meme that I
Wait,
saw.
okay. If I'm dating for 2-3 months, you guys are gonna give me shit? No way.
I'm not giving you shit.
No, but
You guys be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll
how
be
was
like,
it?
amen,
No, but
brother.
I'm just saying, like we talked about before.
How did it taste?
What do you want in life? Do you want to attract that to your life?
No, yeah, dude. Think about there
All
was
right,
a
there we go. Perfect.
No,
you
there
sold
was-
me. I'm out.
bro.
I'm
There
out.
was a meme that I saw, and I was like, damn, that I never want my kid to go through this. It was this bully holding up this kid against the wall,
Yeah.
and he's like, tell your mom to spread her legs more, or like tell her mom to do more of this in her scenes.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's probably happened somewhere out there.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, that would be pretty hard on your child. I mean, nothing against anyone in that industry, you know.
just
Obviously,
hard.
we have friends in that
Yeah,
industry,
yeah.
so love you guys to death. Respect everything you do, but like, yeah, that'd probably suck for the kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Kim Kardashian's because it would probably going to go through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks when your parents are like very well known, established, and might not have the best or most respected.
Not the greatest repercussions.
Yeah, or something like that. So
Especially being Asian. That's another factor that is
like, so
very
if my parents ever asked my significant other, like, oh, so like, what do you do? And she had to say that, I'd be like,
actress.
oh my God, the worst would be like, your parents are like, I've seen her.
That'd be bad.
Oh, I know you from somewhere.
You guys, okay. So that's like on a larger scale, right? OnlyFans or corn stars.
Yeah.
Would you ever date a former stripper?
How much? All right, what kind of stripping are we talking?
No, like
here?
okay, she like a stripper, but like she doesn't do it anymore. And you met her, and everything's cool. Everything's cool. Like it's almost like everything just fits, right? And then let's just say she finally tells you, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I used to be, but she doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
but she did for a while.
How much of herself was given up during
Well,
the
you
stripping,
don't.
though?
You think they're gonna tell you?
If we're getting married or something, I want to know how many private dances led to private other things.
She's making money. We don't know. You know, none of. The only reason I'm telling you this, I'm not gonna lie, I used to date a stripper.
Damn.
Was this when you were a basketball player? Because it's different rules back then.
Right before.
I'm gonna respectfully say, I mean, like at that time, you weren't
But
probably weren't the brightest bulb.
I was super young.
So did he know?
You also weren't looking to marry this girl either.
I knew a month in.
Okay.
Yeah, but you probably weren't gonna marry her.
Yeah, but to be honest, if I met a girl,
She was actually one of the. No, she was actually personality wise, like top 3 or 4.
I mean, most of them are. That's how they get.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The boys to spend money.
That's what I'm trying to say though. If you met her,
Clearly,
she got me.
so if you met her and you never knew that factor and you think she's such an amazing person, I don't think I would judge her if that's her past, because people do grow, people do evolve.
I think it's how far in the past though.
But I wouldn't even go on a date with her if she was currently a stripper and she projected.
Oh,
her,
hell no.
If she projected her way in that form.
Imagine I'm like kicking with Benji, just
Yeah.
Oh, is that Destiny?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
My
because
bad.
You don't know people's stories.
You're right. I don't.
people come from hard
My
places.
personal preference though would just be like if they're still stripping, hard no, and if they were a stripper and they checked off, they would have to check off quite a bit of boxes for me to be like, oh yeah, like I will date you seriously, but it has to be like in the past, man. Like
saying if you grew up in a tough situation, you would 100% be stripping in West Hollywood right now.
100%.
100%. That's why I said don't judge a person based on what they've done.
A lot of people.
I'm not judging them. We're just talking about like, is this
dating,
someone you
right?
want to date seriously?
Well, I mean, you're basically judging them if you say you're not going to date them based on being a stripper. Therefore, you're judging them.
Well, you just said the same thing. You said if they're still stripping, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't even go on a date because I know what that life entails. But that's the past. I'm saying the past.
And I'm saying how far it would depend on how far in the past.
I'm not a part of this.
Like
right.
2 days, maybe okay. Just kidding.
I actually just got laid off. And now I'm questioning how the fuck you get laid off on that
24 hours.
Well, I'm clearly the only one who actually just bit the bullet. So
Yeah, how was that for you? I'm curious. I'm sure she was a great person.
no, it was cool.
Yeah, great assets.
Just cool.
I mean, it was cool. It was a good time. But
So what point were you like, nah?
Or hell yeah.
No, we all know when it was like, hell yeah.
I mean, I just became a basketball player, and then I just had more. I had to really focus on my craft and everything, and I didn't want to take or use any leftover energy I had towards my dreams. Like at that time, it's like acting and modeling right now. Like this is my dream, right? So if I'm in a relationship with somebody or someone, like you have to support that fully. If you pull me back even an ounce, I'm out because my career at the moment will always come first.
You have to make sure, yo.
So I did that with basketball. Like I just knew like the calls that we were making, it wasn't like healthy. It was always like not trusting for obvious reasons. I understand there's like
You have an abundance of peaches now to choose from as well.
No, I know.
What are peaches?
No, I meant like when you were about to become a professional, because like, hey, let's be real, like professional athletes, you get some options when opened up to you once you start entering that world.
So Benji, as a professional athlete,
Okay.
how crazy was the dating scene?
Fucking spill.
Let's just say
Abundance of peaches or what?
it was what you would definitely expect. The stereotype, even if it wasn't like at that scale. So keep in mind when you say professional athlete, it's just overseas basketball. It wasn't like
No, but you still the 1%.
Well, I feel like basketball players are the biggest dogs out there.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I feel like football's up there too.
I don't know. I think basketball.
I have to say it's probably basketball.
I think it's
100%.
basketball.
I'm gonna say like the biggest savages I know are not the football players. It's the basketball players. For sure.
So tell us more about how you were a savage in them sheets.
Oh man. Well,
how often were you changing sheets out?
Man, well, it's already out, so and I'm single. Let's just say a lot. It came to a point where
How much pussy? A lot.
like my teammates who are my roommates will tell you that they can give you the stories of what happened. It wouldn't even have to be at my apartment. It could be at a public restroom at a nightclub, to getting a call from the management from the hotel or the place that we stay, calling me saying, "Hey, there's X amount of girls down here. How many would you like to come up?" And it would be right after a game, good or bad. And my roommates would be like not annoyed. They would want to be a part of it, but they weren't there for them. They were there for me. So they'd have to just deal with like being around it or watching it in a sense.
Benji,
Wait, you're
killing
teammates?
it.
Well, because we had like, let's just say, obviously not this high of a place, but we had like,
You guys have like suites, don't you?
yeah, like most overseas basketball players, like you either get it individually, like you have your own like hotelish type spot, or they give you like a home like this and you live with the other American imports and they put in like one local player that speaks English to help you translate or get through, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it'd be like me and always like another American teammate. And like I could literally like this we could like bring them on if they ever had time, but they would probably give you the overseas version of me. But the problem is with my scenario was I got very lucky when it comes down to like that situation, because being an Asian basketball player at the time that I was playing, that wasn't really happening, right?
Yeah, you were like one of a kind.
You were the Jeremy Lin.
Well, no, weren't you like the first Asian?
I was
or
the
something?
I was the first Asian American to play in FIBA Mongolia and FIBA Iceland.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So
yeah,
like there's like multiple countries where I'm like the very first.
it's only one of him. Or sorry, no, not
Yeah,
one
so
of
like Jeremy Lin is obviously a big name, but in a sense, since he was in the NBA and not overseas, I technically beat him in the overseas route. So
Hear
he's
that,
playing
Jeremy?
in overseas right now in Taiwan, right? I was playing in Asia before him. He was already in the NBA, so
Not Linsanity.
so
Benji
he's like the
killing
first
it.
Asian American guard. He's the first Asian American guard to have an established name in the NBA. Obviously, there were other Asian Americans, but they didn't make a breakout.
I say this respectfully to Jeremy Lin, though. I think you're way better looking.
Well,
Fool went to Harvard, bro.
yeah,
I don't give a fuck. That makes
Benji didn't go to Harvard.
yeah,
Why are you putting him down for?
So it makes sense.
yeah. I dropped out.
Hold on. Are you saying? Wait. Are you insinuating that people that went to Harvard aren't good looking?
Usually, people that go to Harvard are not as good looking as people that
Just drop out of school.
drop out. Yeah, because you got options.
You know what's funny is Elon Musk. I think one of my favorite quotes from him. He's like, "I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did." And I was like,
That's pretty
"Oh."
tight. But
You just called smart people ugly. Dude.
No, I'm just saying. Usually, if I'm gonna.
I see where he's going.
You
with
see
it.
the logic. You see the logic.
I
You
see
the
your logic. Okay, yeah, that's good.
shit.
What was the question again? Because now I'm lost. It was something.
I don't think we asked. We
So
were just talking
I have
about it.
I have a couple questions.
Okay,
here.
follow on question. Follow on question.
I know I was going somewhere with it. That's why. Oh, like I said, this was what made it kind of a different scenario for me, was since that was kind of a new thing, and I would play in Asian countries. And in Asia, you know how like Korean dudes and stuff like that's kind of popping now in the States?
Yeah, finally.
Okay. Well, that's a
Allegedly.
thing regardless in Asia. Like other countries, they want a Korean man, right? Like that's their thing.
Asking for a friend. What countries should we move to?
100% Mongolia.
Mongolia. We're coming.
And they got
Boys trip.
and everyone, I love everyone there. It's my favorite country. They took care of me so well.
Yeah.
Out of all the countries, but I will say, shut up.
Yeah, they took care of you.
But like I said, it was a weird niche because I came in, and it wasn't that I was just a basketball player, right?
Yeah.
I was Korean. I was also American.
Yep.
and I was not built like a basketball player. I had like a bodybuilding-esque body.
Yeah.
That is true. Basketball players tend to be way leaner.
You're not like really tall.
No, I'm not really tall.
You're not Jeremy Lin's
I'm like a
physique.
normal,
Not like a Yao Ming.
yeah, like I'm a normal height. And then on top of that, I was an international dunk contest champion. So like the thing that everyone's entertained by, that was my specialty.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
every like small thing that could have worked out marketability wise,
Fucking did.
So I could have a bad game. So usually like, I hate to admit this, but like when you have like a few bad games, you get sent home, right? Like it's not
but
like
they kept you.
You're not guaranteed.
Yeah.
With me, it was because even if I had a bad game outside, like I was always an amazing teammate, but I was really good to the fans and the staff. But even when I had a couple bad games, they wouldn't let me go because of the marketability. Because there were games that it was like solely women would literally go to these games. And it was just so weird to just see my name like.
That's gotta be a crazy like experience for sure.
And I don't know how to like absorb that.
Yeah, that's because I remember you saying that like you didn't get that much attention prior to this.
No, I didn't get any.
Yeah, and then like going from zero attention to just getting like this abundance, like you are him to these, not just the dudes, but like to the girls. You're like, oh my God. Like
it was a very, like, I remember like even my Mongolian teammates would just be like, oh man, you're so lucky. Or like golden boy. They would say, but I wouldn't understand.
You see that golden cock.
Yeah. But like I wouldn't understand it. I really didn't. And that's why like I was
That's gotta be a cool thing to experience though.
I will say, that's pretty cool.
Like as
cool.
crass as it might sound, like it's still like that is a whole world that we like a lot of people will never get to experience.
So we got the golden boy.
We got the golden boy.
We got the international dunk champion.
Not anymore. I'm old. My knees.
You're not that old.
We have the better looking Jeremy Lin. So what was the process for these females?
As a professional athlete, you have this abundance. How did girls riz you up?
Okay, so
How did they get to the golden boy?
So in well, overseas, they have their apps are actually they use Facebook. Facebook is huge in other countries. Not necessarily here, right? They use Instagram and everything, but for some reason, Facebook or WeChat, like all those things. Like you understand. So when you're on Facebook, it's just an abundance amount of messages, and when you're bored, you just filter through which ones you like.
Damn.
And you just kind of, and if you do, it's an Instagram DM. Like all I got was either Instagram DMs, but it was mostly Facebook. But then at games, it would literally be, they would have a poster, or you could tell, like if you're in the warm-up line and you kind of gaze at some, like obviously there'll be a group, right?
Yeah.
Like floor seats are near, and they just like really dead set look at you the entire time. It doesn't matter. Like I can side glimpse, they're just looking at you. So what happens at the end of the game is like they try to go by the tunnel the whole time, and then they'll just kind of give you a graze and hope that you talk to them. But the thing is in these other countries is since it's a small country, everyone kind of knows everyone. So everyone there knew our team manager. So if you knew the team manager, it was an instant call message to him, and then that manager will relay to me. He'll send me photos. It'd be like, hey, her. You like which one? They can come over tonight. They can whenever you want. Here's their number. Like he would just send me the info, and I wouldn't even respond. It's like yes or no in my head.
That's crazy to think about. That like you probably had girls like talking to each other, but like, oh my God, how are we gonna get his attention? How are we gonna like, dude, that's wild.
Because one of them I'm friends with now. Like we still kind of like, not in that sense. It's just like a conversation because she just sees what I do here. She's like, oh, congrats. Like, and we're just like,
just good vibes.
Just good vibes. No problem.
That's nice.
And she would actually like openly admit, she goes like, yeah, me and my friends used to like try to find any type of way to see you. And we would try to figure out what coffee shop or what restaurants you'd like to go to just randomly bump into you.
What about, okay, then follow-up question. How would a girl riz you up in person when you were overseas? If they didn't go through the typical Facebook, Instagram DM. Yeah, obviously like the grays, right? But like conversational wise, like there had to be something, or were you just...
Well, in other countries, they just spoke, they would riz by try to speak English to me. Like they would really go out their way to try.
Man, I almost said some shit, but I know
The girls are all on like Rosetta Stone trying to learn English,
but
just to talk to Benji.
But I will say,
Duolingo.
You understand Mongolia? Like their dream man is a Korean man.
Why is that though? Like our Mongolian guys.
Mongolian culture is very similar to Korean culture. If you look back at our roots, that's why like Chinggis Khan. So it's not Genghis Khan that you actually. It's pronounced Chinggis Khan. But the reason why we don't say it that way, no, it's actually pronounced Chinggis Khan. They changed it in America because of the word. You can't say it, but like how you pronounce it is Chinggis Khan. That's his real name. That. Yeah. So Chinggis Khan was married to a Korean, and I forgot the word, but it's like soda or hera, which means rainbow in Mongolian. I probably butcher. It's probably completely wrong. So sorry about that word.
Some Mongolians watching this, like,
but they would say that. So like in their culture, like having a rainbow, like their rainbow is like a Korean man because they love a lot of Mongolians too to further their education. They go to Korea. Their second language in Mongolia is basically Korean. Their food is dominantly Korean. They want they love the color, and Mongolians look very similar to Koreans. They do. They are the strong. Really
they are the stronger. I don't think I know a single Mongolian.
I thought they would be dark.
No, they are. They are the built Asians. They are jacked. Like girls, they're not afraid to eat. They're the ones who have like the bodies that you want.
I love that.
And then you have the Koreans that stay very slim because they watch what they eat. Like the women there, they want to eat a lot. They eat a lot. They're not afraid to eat. They eat a shit ton, and they don't gain any weight. Yeah,
I want those genetics, man.
And you gotta understand, like some of so outside the pure looking Mongolians, like the ones that are Mongolian that you might find more appealing, is because they look a little Kazakhi or Russian because they're around that culture. Kazakhstan, sorry. Yeah. So Kazakhstan or Russian because they're so near, and then their language is half like Russian.
Interesting.
So all their swear
I didn't notice that.
It's all Russian and all that. So their beauty sometimes is like mixed with like a Russian vibe with the eyes. So they have these big, beautiful blue eyes, or like brown eyes, but then they're Asian.
Yeah,
and
so
you're
there's
like,
a little like
it's crazy in Russia though that they don't like Kazakhstani people.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I lived there for a year. Like Russians tend to be pretty racist towards.
They're pretty tough. They're very
not
tough.
Russian.
They're very.
Oh
tough
yeah,
people.
for sure. You have to be, and they're they're super direct, and it's not meant to be like offensive. Yeah, it's just that's what gets the message across. Like that's honestly sometimes I prefer that over like the walking around eggshells in LA. You know.
Yeah, 100%. So, but yeah, that's kind of like what I kind of deal with out there.
I would like to say he's a reformed man. He's pretty wholesome now.
Yeah, I'm very wholesome now.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Damn.
No more. That's all out of my.
That is the past. I think even Violet said when we were talking about on her podcast or after the podcast, she's like, because obviously she has a lot of adult film friends, right?
Yeah.
She even said that like, no, basketball players are good as long as they're retired. Green flag now. If they're still in it though, honey no.
Yeah,
honey no.
Honey no.
And she wasn't wrong.
Yeah, I would imagine, bro. Like when you're in it traveling like that and you just get it thrown at you, it's like.
I mean, now imagine like an NBA player.
Yeah,
it's probably a million times more.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because basketball players, they have swag. Like out of all sports, they have the most swag out of any sport.
And you see
like
their faces.
It's a culture.
Yeah,
it's a culture. Like basketball culture is in streetwear. It's in like all these different scenes.
I can see that.
And there's no faces.
Like the Jordans.
Yeah, there's no baseball
Football's
culture.
wearing
There's
helmets.
no
Like sometimes
culture.
you don't even know who they are.
Yeah, but I think they look so much cooler in football. I love how, like I want a motorcycle just so I can have a helmet because they look cool.
Well, I don't really care for the helmet.
Fuck you guys.
Okay. I will say I definitely like being seen. So like I'd be annoyed if I wore a helmet.
No, also another reason why I don't want one is because that would fuck up my hair.
That's another thing. I could care too much about my hair.
You do have nice hair. You do. Would you ever go back to
the fades?
Yeah, the fuck boy look.
No, not
I don't even know if I could say that.
I think
your management doesn't let you cut your hair.
I'm not even allowed to cut my hair. If I could, I'd have my hair.
You
like
never come to the dark side with like Chris and I.
No, I just do a low fade, like a very low taper fade.
Mm-hmm.
I do want like still the split look. I'd probably just trim it up. I think it's like this gives me a very wholesome look. If I go back to that cut, I think you guys seen photos. I look.
Yeah, I saw.
You look like a fuckboy, dude.
Yeah, like an intense.
Yeah, you're one tattoo away from looking like a trapper.
Yeah, I'm like literally one thing away from just
another copy and paste Kevin Wen.
Yeah, this is the best I can do all around right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that is the life of an athlete.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. I mean, I would give you as much as I can without getting killed.
Yeah.
or canceled.
Yeah, some girls out there are watching like trash. This is why all men are trash.
No, but I think you would want a guy who's gone through that.
You do. You want it out of their system.
You want a guy that hasn't gone through that. I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to say this, and maybe you guys disagree with me. I'm not saying I want a girl that's ran through, but I want a girl who just went through her moment, so she got it out. I think it works both ways.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
I'm not saying they got to have 100 bodies. Like, that's still too much.
I fucking hope not. That was one of the questions they asked on the dating
It's
show,
like a double
actually.
standard thing, but like, you got to go through it. Because if you don't go through it, you're going to do what I did.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in a relationship and you're gonna mess it up because you didn't get any of that out of your system and you don't know how to control it. Got a question for you guys.
Okay.
Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
Would you prefer a girl that went through her hoe phase or not? I mean, dude, okay, this sounds like a double standard thing, but I'm gonna just say, like, I want them to go through a little bit of their hoe phase.
I do want a girl that like knows, like, because that's hard, right? Like, I don't want to.
No, we can't go into details. It's you
Agree
find
or
out
disagree?
you find out they somewhat ran through, but they're awesome, they're amazing. Or
how ran through.
how old are we talking? Let's just say now.
Oh, that is a good question.
That all comes into play.
Because 20,
You
like
have to-
30
you have to
bodies
take
at 18 is different from 30 bodies
Yeah,
at 30.
you have to take the yearly average.
Let's just say it's a number that you are slightly uncomfortable with, but like you're okay with at the same time. It's
and I'm looking to like potentially marry this girl or like really seriously date this girl.
seriously.
Yeah, I'd rather have them have it somewhat out of their system because the last thing I need is for them to be like, oh, I wonder what it's like to like. I want them to have already have gotten enough of a taste where they know like that shit is not for me, and it will never be for me again.
I'm play devil's advocate and say no. Just because it depends on the person. If she doesn't want to be a hoe, she don't have to be a hoe. I'm not gonna force her to be a hoe.
I mean, I would like a
Some
girl
people
that just
don't need to be
never-
a hoe.
Yeah, no, some people just don't ever need that.
They don't need that. So
But
that's what I'm saying.
if that is
believe
the
it.
context,
I
like
don't
they never
believe
need
that.
it.
Yeah, they don't. Like
Awesome.
I don't believe that.
No, some girls don't need it.
I don't believe that.
I believe
just
it.
Can't.
Not in
I
LA,
think every
though.
guy, every girl.
I believe
wants
it in
to,
like the Midwest, maybe,
You
or like
think-
somewhere
you
where
think so? Honestly, that every girl like.
True. I think they all have this. It's a
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
Yeah.
Like they have to. There's no way that someone is just like full blown. Like I don't want. No, they're watching some of these shows and watching their favorite person or on Instagram or seeing a content creator or seeing someone in real life and be like, damn, I wish.
I have heard like some horror stories about like girls that were really, really traditional up until like, and even to the point where they got married or right before they get married, like they really did use their bachelorette party as like
Their time
the
to-
time to, and like for me personally, like, man, I don't think I'd be okay with that.
Not at all.
Like at a bachelorette party, that's the time you decide to cheat and like venture out.
I'm thirsty.
Oh,
guys.
dude, can I actually-
I feel like there's a deeper.
Can I get some White Rabbit after you?
Because I think we're looking at it from that point of view, but I feel like women think about relationships differently than men.
Dude, this shit's fire. So good.
Like in the sense that they don't, I don't think they, like guys were very like visually stimulated, you know, like and whatnot. I think women go more for the emotional sides
Yeah,
of
but
a
I mean,
relationship.
they're human too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
like-
I think I don't know what it's like to be a woman, but like based on my analysis, I think they would be content with the right guy that gives them the emotional support they need, and they wouldn't be like.
But do you really trust them to not even be? I'm not saying act on the curiosity.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the same process though. I think if you're,
I see where you're coming from.
yeah, I don't think it is.
Would you rather date a girl that's gone through a really bad heartbreak or one that hasn't gone through any type of hardship in a relationship yet?
I'm gonna go with Heartbreak.
I think that's what molds you
Yeah.
a bit. Because then you get, but the only
Cements
thing with
the less-
only
or
thing
it
with,
should.
I think with guys we get better. I might get canceled for this, but I think with girls, like some of them take it to a next level and just like they just don't trust anyone, and then they start like deflecting
Yeah.
absolutely everything and just making everyone a villain. Everyone, you know what I mean? And they're like a victim. I know that sounds really bad, but that's just from my personal understanding of some of the like my girlfriends and girls in my life. They're
Yeah,
either,
I could see where you're coming from,
like
given
they,
that context.
Yeah, they like might grow from it, but like there's half of them that just like literally just say F dudes. Like we're
Yeah.
done. Like
Yeah.
I don't. All guys suck. All guys are the same, and it's like, dude,
And they're kind of,
they just give up.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't want to date those girls anyway.
yeah. I think like I would want my significant other to have gotten their heart broken pretty badly once, given conditional that how they healed from it led to like a lot of stuff. Because I do think that there's guys and girls alike. There's plenty of people out there that after a heartbreak, they just play the victim forever. And they never take part for their own, like they never take accountability for the role that they played in their own heartbreak. And they just put it on all the external factors except of like, what about your taste in guys? Like there were probably signs and you chose to go down that route anyway. You know?
There's a ton of factors. Just
There's
like
guys and girls,
like what you
both,
mentioned.
like,
It's who you're attracting to your life. Looking at yourself.
Who are you choosing?
Who are you choosing? Who are you attracting? And looking at yourself in the relationship and not blaming the other person for everything that happened in the relationship. It's forgiving. And then also taking self-accountability for things you could have done better. I think it makes you in a way better mindset because you're in that mindset of growth instead of feeling sorry for yourself.
What were you saying, Chris?
Should we talk about Coachella?
Oh, Okay, so the Coachella lineup just came out.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey,
So
I'm sorry, but I already saw ISOXO knock 3 times of the 4-day event. I'm going again. I don't give a fuck. I'm going.
Set of 2020.
I've been to
I bet you
years.
it's a horror attendant.
I've been to 8 years of Coachella.
8 years?
The reason why I go back is because it's such an amazing festival.
Yeah.
And if I had to give some tips to it, is that you have to budget more money than you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people don't understand Coachella. It's like there's 3 days of events.
You're selling your kidney for food.
And part of the culture of Coachella is dressing up for Coachella. Like it's like the desert outfits.
Well,
I'm not
if you're a
dressing
girl.
up.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's even guys, you still want to look good, and
like
you
we
usually
just
buy 1 or 2 things.
Jeans and a shirt or
Unless
a
you're
jersey.
these guys. But I'm saying for me, like, you always want to, like, it's like a fashion statement event. Like, celebrities go there.
is true.
It's a big fashion event. So if you're into fashion, budget more for this. It's because you always have to pick out 3 outfits and stuff that you usually don't have in your wardrobe.
It's funny because like Chris is actually one of the most jacked dudes, but he dresses like the fruitiest. Like he wears like Miami Vice, like the fedora and everything. It's a vibe. I ain't gonna lie.
Because I don't ever get to wear that shit. So when I go to Coachella, this is where you can actually wear it and not be like judged.
Douche. But it's coming off anyway.
Like I could never wear that in LA. I can't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like they're like, what's wrong with this
I
guy?
stayed douchey, so
yeah.
Yeah, I would say budget number 1 because there's so many expenses that go into it. It's probably gonna be like 3 times as much as you think. The second thing is definitely prepare and decide with your friend group if you want to camp or not to camp. So there's benefits to both. You guys have never experienced
never
camping
camped.
before, but I've
I've
experienced
camped
it
enough in my day though.
3 years actually camping.
he's definitely camped enough in his day.
Yeah.
I 100% recommend going camping to build more memories with your friend group. It's because you go through like a shithole, but like that shithole brings a lot of
mutual suffering, baby.
memories because you don't have to spend an hour commuting back and forth to Coachella. You don't have to worry about, all these small details that go into living outside of the
logisticals.
event. And then in that time, there's so many things to do on site too. Like at night, they have silent disco that goes like till like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. There's also, you bring like, depending on your camp setup, you just vibe around a campfire or whatever you want to do. You're in control of that setup. And honestly, my favorite memories have came from those camping trips. Because so much random shit happens that you can't even explain.
He said, "Fuck our experience last year."
No. I'm just saying that's the plus side of that. The downside is dirty as fuck, it's hot as fuck, and you don't get any sleep.
Your showering probably takes forever because you gotta wait in line.
For girls, not guys. Guys are quick.
That's true. That's true.
No,
You
but
just do a field
it
shower,
doesn't
just
even
baby wipe
matter
it.
to shower because you instantly start sweating again. So it's like you get shower, you get clean.
Stay dirty.
Yeah. So that's the downside. If you're willing to put up with that for a lot of good memories, I would recommend this when you're younger.
I'm too fun.
I would highly recommend it as your first time. I think you have a great time. The plus side of the house is that you can actually have a shower and have AC. So
Yeah.
Guess my advice would be, since this would be my second year, I went first time last year Coachella, is don't be afraid to go earlier. Like don't just
Experience
wait.
it.
Like don't just go at 7 to 8 p.m. And think that's all cool and stuff. You're gonna hit a bunch of traffic. Go when you want to. If you want to go at 11 a.m., if you want to go at 2, like go experience it fully and go eat the food. Go sit on the grass. Go take photos. Do all the little things outside of all the music sets that I didn't experience at all last year. And then on top of that, like if you go with a huge group, dude, don't be afraid to just go do your own thing and enjoy it, because like you will come back to each other. You have a house together, whatever, but it's like this is your experience and you are going to meet so many people. And just like, we were talking about outside the cameras, was like some of the nicest people you'll ever meet are at these festivals. EDC or Coachella, anything you go. So if you see a cute girl or whatnot, you don't even have to rizz them up, or you don't even have to have that intention. Just saying hi and striking conversation, like 9 times out of 10, these are some of the nicest, most social girls and they also want to meet and network as well.
Because that's why you're outside.
Yeah, you're meeting people that you would typically never meet. Ever.
Unless you're super weird and come off really weird, they'll talk to you.
Hey, but if you come off super weird,
when you
do it. And then, like, now you got something to work on.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
like, go find out how you are in the... It's like we talked about earlier, right? Like, if you suck at socializing, this is the place to work on socializing. If you fuck up,
you never have to
go find another speaker to stand by. You know what I mean? Like, go to another sector of the crowd.
You're probably not going to see that person again.
You won't. I promise you won't.
Don't worry.
Yeah, and then Coachella is like the best place because there's so many diverse people, like diverse groups there.
Yeah.
So you can really find a click for anything. So if you want to listen to like rock, if you want to listen to EDM, if you want to listen to hip hop,
I feel like Coachella
caters
is
to
more
everyone.
Plur than
It's not
than
Plur.
EDC.
It's not Plur.
I don't
Really?
even know what player means.
It's dead now. It's dead.
Oh, we're just gonna go with Plur is dead.
Plur is dead.
What is
Plur is
plur?
dead.
Peace, love, unity, respect. So when raving first started,
Everyone's like super kind to each other, but I would say that has kind of died out.
I've almost gotten a fight at EDC twice.
yeah. This is why like
For nothing. I did nothing. These dudes just wanted to rock me for no reason.
This guy's competition.
No, this is why I used
Take
to
him
when I first started going to raves and festivals, I was all about the Plur. I was like, this is amazing. Everyone's so nice. That slowly faded away when you hit the parking lot.
The parking lot is
And there's
really
one
bad.
thing I fucking hate is fake shit, and that's fake as fuck.
Yeah, the parking lot.
Come to the parking lot. Oh shit, EDC. Say goodbye to Plur real quick. That shit's gone instantly. Honk, honk, honk. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, so that's why Plur, in my opinion, is dead because it is
The fucking parking
it's
lot
fake.
fucked everything up.
It's fake. It's like it's real when you're in the festival, but outside of it, it's
The moment you leave
yeah.
the grounds, it's over.
Yeah, so I don't like fake shit, so I might as well just not even.
That's valid.
contribute.
Also, bring like shit to tie up your bags and phones because you will get your shit jacked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I always wear like zip up pants or like that. Dude,
Like if
clutch
you wear
loop.
the fanny packs, I don't care. I knot it, I tie it.
Yeah, I put my jacket over that shit.
I don't try to not bring anything that you have to hold too much. Even if you have a bag, like honestly, like we have friends who do it, but like those clutch loops that you could connect to your phone and stuff, like I think those are all handy. Like,
I would
those are
also-
very, like,
You have to buy that.
You know what I'd also weirdly recommend is
like definitely you. I was holding your phone at one point.
Okay, so I
he
have
comes with open pockets and is flopping
That's
out.
true, dude. I lost my phone and luckily they turned it in.
His girlfriend was like at the time was like telling me, he's like, Benji, can you just put this in your bag? He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, Chris, just give me your phone. And I held in my so my fucking fanny pack was so damn
was
heavy 'cause
loaded.
I had four
Bro,
phones.
I'm all about the Plur. You know, like I believe everyone's out there to share peace, love, unity.
Didn't you
respect.
almost get your
fucking
phone
bullshit.
stolen?
I did. So
you did get it stolen.
So I have a funny story on that. I was very ignorant because I've gone through 8 years of like going to festivals and like concerts, and I've never got jacked once. I got jacked for the first time this past. What was that? Was that
Coachella.
No,
No, EDC.
the
Or no,
the ticket you
the
gave me.
rave countdown or no?
Not countdown. The
I don't think I was there.
Escape. I got jacked for the first time. At
yeah,
Escape.
I remember that was the story because that's when you weren't texting me back.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
was
have
like-
a phone.
'cause
I
we
got
had a
so
Halloween
lucky. My
party.
first Coachella, I lost my phone, and then they actually took selfies on themselves
Yeah.
and they gave it back.
That's nice.
I got it the next. I was so. Everyone else who got their stuff stolen, stay stolen.
Yeah, but I would be very careful because I think it's becoming more rampant. Like more
People
of a
are making
thing.
businesses off
It's
of,
because
like,
the
stealing.
value of a phone has gone up like exponentially since back then.
and you can wipe it like.
Yeah, then it's like if you think about it, how much is an iPhone Pro 15 Max? It's like $1,200, $1,300.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money. But I actually saw the operations at Coachella happen live. It was literally 4 group of individuals. One stands behind the target. There's another person that's in their group right behind him. There's another person behind him. And then the 4th person is on the very back. And what I saw them do is the first person took the phone, put it back to the second person. He put it back to the 3rd person. The first person ran out of the crowd instantly, and the person knew his phone was gone, and he confronted everyone. But everyone emptied their pockets; they didn't have it. It was crazy because I saw it live, but it was like way far down, and like I just like at that time, it's like I'm not gonna go over there. And
That
like,
sucks,
But I just saw it happen. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like
That's
that was
actually
instant.
so sad,
It was
though.
instant. It was crazy. I was like, they're professionals.
Yeah.
So you should buy, as Benji mentioned, one of those tools.
Like, dude, whatever it is, like a clutch loop or like anything that you see, like if you see those ads before Coachella hits, and
Like get one. Just
like,
get
and
one.
if you feel like this urge, like, oh, that's actually something just get it. I would
get
rather
it.
pay a $20 insurance knowing my phone is good than not paying that $20.
Because you're
and then-
dancing, jumping, like it's gonna bob around.
It's almost like paying for valet, like especially in DTLA or somewhere safe, like I'm glad to pay $20-$30 insurance to make sure my car's safe rather than leave it on the side and maybe get my car window broken. Not like that didn't happen like a month ago.
So, I was about to say that is exactly what happened to you.
So like pay your like I guess, but it just matters if you care about your phone that much, or if you're loaded. Like all right, do it.
I will say another thing too is you don't need to kill your brain cells at Coachella. Like, do not be afraid to like. If you really feel like you need to, don't do it every day.
Oh, that okay.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, I just wanted to sound like I was a wholesome. I was just trying to.
This motherfucker last year, bruh. Dude, my mouth is fucked. He's got his foot outside the car window as we're driving back, bro. Man was a baby.
Dude,
we were on another level.
We were on another level
My
last
mouth
year.
was so dry and there was no water. Calvin Harris was closing, and I just remember trying to sing the song "Summer," and I just remember doing it out loud while I was messed up. I was like, "When I met you in the sun," I couldn't even say it.
And your voice was gone the next day.
My voice is gone. I couldn't do anything. But yes.
Yeah. Oh, 1 in every 3 people should have a Camelback in your group. Good rule of thumb.
Oh, the water thingy.
Yeah.
Oh,
1 in
we
3.
actually had
1
a
in
few
3.
good friends that were very nice
Trust me,
to like do that.
I used to be that guy, then I got tired of carrying everyone's water.
Same. I hate to admit it.
Everyone comes to you.
Yeah, but now I'm like, oh, should I do it again? But like, you need to. I had the 1 year that I did bring a Camelback, I would hand it off so that I could dance for a little bit, and then I would put it back on.
Or I just buy like 3 water bottles.
I did it in hard summer.
It's not enough.
I did it in hard summer because the girl I was with, she had the pack. And then she obviously didn't want to hold anymore. So she's like, can you hold? I'm like, God damn. So like, so I put it on, and honestly, it was the most annoying thing. Like, I don't even want to do it. I don't want people coming up to me. I actually just want to enjoy myself and run around.
And it ruins your outfit.
Yeah, no, dude, I don't want to wear a plastic fucking baggie on my back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm.
But I hate to say it though, but man, dude, someone needs to have a Camelback, dude.
Yeah.
Someone has to do it.
And last tip for me, try the food. Coachella does a great job at procuring some really good cuisine.
We had hibachi together.
Hibachi.
That's actually where we bonded.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Hibachi started me, him, and Niall.
Protein.
We just wanted protein, and
Where
then
the
somehow
fuck was I doing this?
Dude, you were honestly. What do you think, dude? You literally forgot about it, so I don't even want to get into it. I'm not even.
I was dating a girl at the time, and that was our first festival together. We had just started like becoming a thing.
Yeah, so he didn't actually care about us. So
That's not true. Fucking at all.
you did leave us.
It was my first Coachella with
least,
somebody.
You at least came in at the right time because I will say Blackpink is when the boys came together.
Yeah.
We ruined Blackpink for a lot of people, but it made it. We actually ruined
just
it.
a bunch of meatheads just fucking dancing.
That's why there's so much room around us because no one wants to stand
we
near
always
us.
box everybody out. Not in like a dick way, but we just naturally start boxing.
We just
people
had
out.
20 dudes take their shirts off.
Yeah, we forced all the boys to
I'm
take
like
it off.
pointing at randoms, and then it came down to a point. I saw a random girl. I'm like, take your shirt off. And I'm like, oh, my bad.
Sorry.
I'm a little messed up right now. But yeah, it was like, that was a bonding moment for like our group and then our other subgroups that are in this area. Like, that's where we all kind of came together.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have different friends that obviously don't run the same speed as us. But for some reason, Coachella made it okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I give a lot of credit
To Blackpink?
No, that is why I'll forever,
they did great. They
I'll
did a
forever
great
love
performance.
Blackpink for the sole reason of that they gave me.
I love you so much.
My friends came from Blackpink.
And if you ever want room at a festival and everyone's cramming you up,
You get all the meatheads, just box them out.
just
Be a douche.
be a douche and take
No,
off
don't be
your
a
shirt.
douche. Just start dancing.
Start taking off your shirt and be really loud and ruin the experience
Because
so
that's
no one stands
EDC,
around you.
Because that's more. Because that's EDC vibes.
Yeah.
And I think
It's not even EDC vibes. Everyone like that was like different level.
It helps to have people start boxing people
Even
out
at
a little
EDC,
bit.
that would be like
too much.
Too much. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know what we were doing, but that was an intense moment.
But we were also far enough in the back where we weren't crowded in the first place.
I don't know, man. People.
It was,
watch
no.
it live and
It was getting crowded, but once we started being like just having fun,
a bunch of gorillas.
I'm telling you, no one wanted to stand near us. So that's like they pushed out.
noticed.
They pushed
Really? Because
out.
I saw it differently. Everyone that was around us looked at us as if we were like, damn, like, I want to be having as much fun as they are.
Those were the ones left. It started out with a lot of people. The ones left actually enjoyed being around us.
Why do you think we had like
we dude, you could throw
infinite
a rock.
Yeah,
and like still
no
have
one
some
wanted to
space.
be with us. And I remember my friend Victoria. She watched it live, like back home from Michigan, and she was bringing up. She's like, just joking. She goes, you know what? My friend was watching Blackpink, and because I said it was great.
Yeah,
right? It's like, dude, I had the best time. This is where I met my friends. And she goes, Yeah, my friend was watching it and said like it got really weird because she would just hear a bunch of guys screaming like, "I love Lisa, I love Jenny." That was
genuinely.
That was literally us.
I remember, like-
in between every song, we would just like try to scream at them as if they'd hear us.
Dude, that was the first time I saw like a K-pop event, and that was the first time I saw Blackpink.
Yeah.
And like, I remember when Lisa
Was that the one with the stripper pole? Yeah, the stripper pole.
That's when I was like, oh, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like,
and
I
then
went off.
the chair one.
Oh my.
They did that.
Yeah, Blackpink, they did their thing, and
I knew I was a man at Blackpink.
See,
Well,
I would
liked.
good to know.
That's the power.
what the fuck I
that's the power of human connection, because I would never have that much fun or act that way because I'm so scared to express myself. You know, like by yourself, you can't do that.
Okay?
It's a human connection.
I
It
feel
makes
that, I
it
feel
makes
that.
it.
So I guess
it's great.
for us,
it's great.
I assume us three are definitely Team Coachella over EDC.
I think so, yeah. Which is crazy because I think most people
Would
before
pick EDC.
I at one point definitely would have picked
Because
EDC.
both last year's my first time, and I remember everyone telling me, they're like, dude, you'll have way more fun at EDC. So then when I did go, I had a good time. But
I didn't say that.
Coachella was.
it wasn't you. I'm not going to name names, but I did have like at least 5 people, a good handful, say, you're more of an EDC guy after seeing me at Coachella. But looking back, I'm like, dude,
Nah,
I
Coachella.
will go to Coachella every year. EDC this year, I'm already debating on like
Just go one
going
day.
a
Just one day, and then go have fun in Vegas.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
then
I
like
did.
go hang in Vegas
Yeah,
maybe because the recovery.
I don't even have that much fun in Vegas.
Dude, the recovery.
love Vegas.
The recovery sucks.
I love it.
Well, because you like the 24-hour like seafood bullshit.
No,
I
he likes
I
gambling.
just like to gamble all fucking night.
yeah.
I
I didn't want to put that out there, guys.
I was at a work conference in Vegas.
Oh, you're just gonna tell us.
You want to put this out there for your work?
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
They
I
ain't
don't
watching
know-
this shit.
I don't want that. Yeah,
I was at a work conference in Vegas, and then you have to walk through the casino and all that to get to the conference halls and all that.
Yeah.
I was walking, suit, tie, briefcase, and then I just walked past the blackjack table. I'm like, fuck. That looks
And you don't know what happened.
That looks really fun. I said, okay, just one bet. I was there for like 2 hours and I missed like 2 sessions because I was playing blackjack at a work conference. And
That is what you're
it
not
was really
supposed to
bad.
be doing, by the way.
Because I was down. I was down a lot of money, so I couldn't leave. But then good thing I stayed because I actually came up at the end of it.
That is not. We are not encouraging gambling. I'm explicitly saying we do not encourage gambling.
I don't even gamble, so
I don't gamble either.
sorry, Chris.
I don't gamble.
Chris, also officially, this is just hypothetical situation.
Yeah, it's hypothetical.
Chris is a recovering addict.
Yeah, hypothetical.
Hypothetically, allegedly,
Hypothetical,
but he's actually never gambled in his life.
It's those TikToks where you sign it. Oh yeah, bro, definitely.
Yeah, but getting back to the main point, there's fun to have in Vegas besides EDC. There's
Yeah.
also day clubs.
Yeah,
I'm down to go for a day or two if
Yeah.
y'all want.
I'm down.
I want to go.
I don't even know what the EC lineup is this year. So
I mean, it's just EDC. To me, like what you said about Coachella,
Yeah, it doesn't
just go.
matter.
I think EDC is like just
Same
go.
shit. Yeah, just go have fun. I don't even look at lineups
Coachella is more
anymore.
like it's the
I
vibe,
don't.
like the clothing, like what you want to do. But this, I'm still gonna be basic.
you acted like we not gonna wear a fucking ripped up tank or some
Well,
shit and
I'm
jeans.
it's gonna be hot. So I'm gonna wear shorts and a tank and be shirtless.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what Benji's gonna wear. He's gonna wear like a loose button down with a wife beater underneath, and then probably shorts or jeans. Clip that when Coachella comes around. Replay that.
Yep. And then you're gonna see me in that exact same
sir.
outfit.
Yep.
So if you want to see me, I'll be wearing that outfit. But
Yeah.
so is plenty of other dudes. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty simple outfit.
But hey, if you're going to Coachella, let us know in the comments who you're most excited to see. I think that's a good place to end today's episode.
Maybe
right?
us 3.
Maybe us 3. Actually,
Yeah,
we
hit
would
us
love to
up.
meet you guys.
Hit us
If,
up.
like the small following that we will have by then. But any parting notes, boys? That's how you looked after Coachella, actually.
I would have to say, after everything we talked about, hey, whatever you want in life, you can go for it. Go get it. If you're looking for the types of people to have surround you in your life, they'll come to you, but you have to put that energy within yourself and just, live life to the fullest.
Live
Out of
life to the
everything.
fullest. Love that. Chris?
Opportunity is waiting.
Damn,
You gotta
that
go
was-
get it, though.
That was deep.
Gotta go find it.
Kind of makes me want to go do more.
Do more.
Do more right now.
Just do more.
Just do more. Not just do it. Do more.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true. That's true. That's why I don't miss. Because I don't take them.
I've definitely missed a shit ton. So
Oh, shit. All right. Be sure to follow ChrisYeeezzy at his handle. Benji Kill at his. I'm SaintYim. Thank you guys for tuning into the Y2k Show. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Oppa says bye.
Oppa says bye.